Hi everybody, welcome to our second craft. Today we're going to make a whale. It's all Dyson blue there. All right, things you're going to need out of your kit this time. You're going to need your flower pot, your blue paint, your 3 pieces of pipe cleaner, the bottom of your whale, his 2 fins, your glue, paintbrush, and your little set of googly eyes. Okay, first thing we're going to do is you're going to open up your blue paint and get your brush wet. Dab off the excess water, and you're going to begin to paint your little pot. So the best way to start is to pick it up. Are you right-handed? Okay, you're going to pick it up with your left-handed?
Right.
Okay, so you're going to pick it up with your left hand if you're right-handed. Hold it right here at the end. Dip your brush in your paint and start painting right along the bottom. See how I'm doing that?
Okay. Like right here?
That way you can still hold on top there, not get your fingers all dirty. And you can rotate your wrist around to make sure you get it all covered up. You're going to take the brush strokes side to side, not up and down. It's easiest to paint when you go around a pot. Spread that paint around. If you notice you have big lumps of paint, make sure you spread that paint around before you get any more on your brush. Once you hit a spot where you can no longer go around with your fingers still on top, you're going to sit that down on your paper plate or newspaper, whatever you have to protect your working surface. And you're going to continue to go up. You can place your finger on the top to hold it in place. And then using your paper towel, newspaper, whatever you have down, you can rotate that so you don't have to touch your pot to get your fingers all gooky. Then once you hit the top, you're going to swirl that paintbrush around. And you're going to finish your pot. Make sure when you're done, you rinse that brush out really good. Good job, Cheyenne.
Thank you.
Make sure you take that paintbrush out of the water. We can put the lid back on your paint so we don't spill your paint. And then you're going to wait for this to dry. Cheyenne and I already have one that's already dry, so we can continue on. This will take a little bit for this paint to dry on your clay pot. Once your flower pot is dry, it's going to look like this, and you're going to take
Do I paint the very top?
over the top. There you go. Good job. She's almost there. Okay, we're going to set hers aside once she gets that top done, and we'll be working with our dry pot. I'm going to go ahead and move it. Okay, set hers up there so it can dry. Put your lid on your paint, rinse out your brush. There you go.
Where'd my lid go?
Got the eyes on it, you can just tip it over. There you go. now we're going to take our 3 pieces of pipe cleaner. Get them in your hand so the bottom lines up all nice together. Pinch it real tight right there. And you're going to twist that pipe cleaner on the bottom so it makes a pretty good end like this. So it's going to be big enough that once we put the pipe cleaner through the top of the pot, they're not going to come out. Okay, so you're going to just twist it a little bit. Okay, now Holden, on the piece we just twisted, you're going to take the 3 tops, bunch them up together, and just give it a few twists. Make it nice and tight. So we have a bigger knot on the bottom, and the 3 of the tops are all pinched together on the top. Okay, now you're going to take your pot, and with the large piece on the bottom, you're going to push your pipe cleaners up through the top of the hole. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Okay, got to make sure that's pinched real tight. Bringing them through the top. See, that big knot on the bottom is going to hold them there. Now you're going to undo the top. Twist that top off. Maybe.
I think once they're twisted, they're twisted.
I twisted them pretty good, didn't I?
There we go. Where's my 3?
Did one fall through?
Maybe. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get that going. Okay. If it happens that you didn't get it tight enough the first time, take it out. Twist the tops again, making sure the big knot's at the bottom. Pull them through. I really like tightening them well. All right, now we have our 3 strands for our water spout, okay? We're not gonna shape them just yet because we're gonna be working with this pot. So now we've got the 3 pieces of
Pipe cleaners.
Thank you. Pipe cleaners up front here with the big knot on the bottom, and we got our pot all painted. Now you're going to take the bottom of your whale and your glue. And when we're putting the glue on, we want to be generous, but not real generous with the glue. Go around in a circle where that pot is going to sit right around the edge. See that glue there? Once you have the glue in place, you're going to take your pot and you're going to put it right where you just put the glue. So now we have the head on our whale's body. Press it down there, hold it for just a few seconds. All right, if you notice on your fins, you have 2 fins that should be facing opposite directions. Have one facing to the left, one facing to the right, okay? We're gonna lay those down, blue side down, and we're gonna paint the back sides of them blue real quick. Get our paint back out. Got your brush. Doesn't have to be a thick coat, we just don't want to see the white cardboard on there. Okay, so it should look something like that with the blue now on both sides. We'll sit it up here to dry. Make sure you don't have clumps of paint on there. You want it real nice and a light coat so it'll dry really fast. Okay. Rinse your brush out again. It's a pretty blue, huh? Got it? Okay, as we wait for our fins to dry, we are going to place our eyes on our whale. Grab your little googly eyes. Okay, with your 3 strands here, we're going to kind of use this middle one right here as the middle of our pot. So you're going to visualize a line right there, starting with one eye. Let's put some glue on there.
Can I put the lid back on our paint?
Yes, please. Thank you. Coming down there, one side of that line, we're going to place an eye right above the rim of the pot. So it's going to sit right on that rim. Hold it there for a few seconds. Then you're going to place the other eye on our other side there. Maybe. Right on top of the rim. Hold it for a few seconds, make sure it stays. Okay, look at there. Now he's got his eyes, the water spout, and his body and his head. Okay, making sure your fins are dry. We're going to place them on there. We're going to pretend ours is dry. Okay, with your painted sides inward, they're going to be the inside of the fins. We're going to glue it to our pot. You can kind of judge where it needs to be. Look at it from the front. And here's where you notice that there's 2 different ways that that fin was cut. Make sure you're putting the large part of the fin on the body and the pointy away, just like that. Yep. We're going to glue those on. Now, if you have a marker or a Sharpie at home, you can draw a smiley face on there. Give your whale a nice little face. Big smile. And then we can bend our little spouts of water down.
So these eyes will be touching the body?
Mm-hmm. And there you have it. There's your whale. So excited to have you here with me again for the second craft. Stay safe and see you next week. Bye.